Here's a surprising fact. Did you know that 69% of Americans have less than $1,000 in savings? That's right. Almost 7 out of every 10 people in the United States could not cover even a modest financial emergency without turning to credit cards or loans. This statistic is startling, but it's a reality that underscores the importance of saving money. Savings act as a safety net, providing us with the financial stability needed to weather life's unexpected storms, whether it's a sudden job loss, an unexpected medical expense, or a major car repair. Without savings, these unexpected costs can quickly spiral into unmanageable debt. But savings aren't just for emergencies. They also allow us to reach for our future goals, whether that's buying a home, starting a business, or retiring comfortably. Without substantial savings, these dreams may remain just that, dreams. Now you might be wondering, if savings are so important, why do so many people have so little in their bank accounts? Well, the reasons are complex and varied. For some, it's a lack of financial education. For others, it's a matter of living paycheck to paycheck, struggling to make ends meet, let alone save. But the good news is that no matter the reason, it's never too late to start saving. And it's not as difficult as you might think. It's all about developing good savings habits. This involves setting aside a portion of your income regularly, no matter how small, and resisting the urge to dip into your savings for non-emergencies. It may seem challenging at first, but remember, every penny saved is a penny earned, and over time, those pennies can add up to a substantial nest egg. So, don't let the daunting task of saving money intimidate you. Instead, let it inspire you to take control of your financial future. With that said, the question now is, how can you effectively save money? Well, there's no one-size-fits-all answer to that. But to give you some ideas and inspiration, let's dive into some real-life case studies to see how individuals have successfully saved money. Meet John, a software engineer who managed to save 35% of his income last year. John's approach to savings is rooted in the principle of frugality, a concept that goes beyond simply being stingy or cheap. It's about making mindful decisions about where his money goes. Let's delve into some of the strategies that John used to achieve this impressive feat. First up, John took a hard look at his expenses, identifying areas where he could cut back without significantly impacting his quality of life. He realized he was spending a hefty sum on takeout meals and decided to cook at home more. Not only did this decision save him money, but it also improved his health, a win-win situation indeed. John also started choosing cheaper alternatives whenever possible. He swapped his gym membership for home workouts, opted for public transport over ride-hailing services, and started shopping at discount grocery stores. By making these simple changes, he was able to save a considerable amount without feeling like he was missing out. But cutting costs and opting for cheaper alternatives wasn't enough. John had to address his habit of impulse buying. Don't we all know how tempting those online flash sales can be? John decided to resist these impulse purchases by employing a 30-day rule. If he still wanted a non-essential item after waiting for 30 days, he'd consider buying it. More often than not, he found that the urge to buy had passed, saving him from unnecessary spending. John's frugality didn't mean he lived a life of deprivation. Instead, it allowed him to direct his money towards things that truly mattered to him. He enjoyed his home-cooked meals, found satisfaction in his home workouts, and appreciated the money saved from using public transport. John's story shows how a mindful approach to spending can significantly boost your savings. It's not about giving up everything you love. It's about making thoughtful choices and recognizing the difference between what you want and what you need. And remember, every little bit counts when it comes to savings. And over time, these small changes can add up to big numbers in your bank account. Now let's talk about Lisa, a teacher who automated her savings and accumulated a considerable amount in a year. Lisa, like many of us, found it difficult to save money consistently. She would start off strong at the beginning of the month, but by the end, she'd often dip into her savings for unexpected expenses. Then, Lisa discovered the power of automation. She set up an automatic transfer from her checking account to her savings account. Every month, on the day after her paycheck cleared, a set amount would seamlessly move from her checking account to her savings account. This method is known as pay yourself first, where you treat saving as an essential monthly expense, just like rent or utilities. Lisa chose to automate a modest 10% of her income. This might seem small, but here's the magic of it. Because it was automatic, she didn't even notice the money was gone. And because it was a percentage of her income, it scaled with her earnings, ensuring she saved more when she earned more. In a few months, Lisa noticed her savings account balance was growing faster than ever before. She was saving money without even thinking about it. The automation took the decision-making process out of saving, making it more of a habit than a chore. She was no longer tempted to skip a month or dip into her savings because the money was out of sight, out of mind. What's more, Lisa's bank offered a higher interest rate for savings accounts than checking accounts. So, not only was she saving more, but her money was also working harder for her. And the best part? This is a strategy anyone can implement. You don't need a finance degree or a high income. All you need is a checking account, a savings account, and the will to start. As Lisa's story illustrates, automating your savings can make the process effortless and efficient. So why not give it a try? After all, the best time to start saving is always now. Consider the case of Alex, a small business owner who used investing as a tool to increase his savings. Meet Alex, a savvy entrepreneur who runs a small digital marketing firm. After establishing a comfortable financial cushion for his business, Alex decided to venture into the world of investing. He saw it as a tool to not just preserve, but potentially grow his wealth. Alex's journey into investing wasn't a casual leap into the unknown. He spent countless hours researching various investment strategies, understanding financial markets, and studying the historical performance of different asset classes. He didn't just rely on hearsay or get swept away by the latest investment fads. Risk management was another crucial aspect of Alex's investment strategy. He knew that investing was not without its risks, and he wasn't looking to gamble his hard-earned savings away. So he diversified his portfolio, spreading his investments across different asset types to mitigate potential losses. He also set aside a portion of his earnings as an emergency fund, ensuring he had a safety net in case things went south. And let's not forget patience. Alex understood that investing was a long-term game. He wasn't expecting overnight success, and he was prepared for the occasional market downturn. Instead of panicking and selling off his investments at the first sign of trouble, he held his ground, knowing that markets have a historical tendency to recover over time. Today, Alex's investment portfolio has grown considerably. It's not just due to the market performance, but also his disciplined approach, informed decision-making, and sound risk management strategies. His story is not about getting rich quick, it's about growing wealth steadily and surely. Alex's experience demonstrates how investing can potentially lead to substantial savings growth. So, whether you're a small business owner like Alex, or an individual looking to boost your savings, remember, investing can be a powerful tool, but it requires research, risk management, and above all, patience. Let's turn our attention to Maria, a graphic designer who used her skills to create a profitable side hustle. Maria, a hard-working professional, was already earning a decent salary from her 9-to-5 job, but she realized that she had a talent that could be monetized further. She had always been passionate about graphic design, and she decided to put this passion to work, not just as a hobby, but as a side hustle. She started small, designing logos for local businesses, and creating social media graphics for friends who needed help. Word spread about her impressive designs, and her client base began to grow. Her side hustle not only supplemented her income, but also allowed her to flex her creative muscles and do something she truly enjoyed. Maria's journey wasn't without its challenges. Balancing a full-time job, a side hustle, and personal life can be demanding. But she managed her time effectively, dedicating evenings and weekends to her side hustle, ensuring she never compromised on her main job's responsibilities. What's incredible about Maria's story is that her side hustle did more than just supplement her income. It bolstered her savings significantly. She was able to save a larger part of her income from her main job, as her side hustle covered a lot of her day-to-day expenses. This allowed her to reach her financial goals faster than she had ever imagined. This is the potential power of side hustles. They offer a chance to turn your talents or passions into a profitable venture. They can provide a significant boost to your income and, by extension, your savings. Side hustles give you the freedom to explore new avenues, learn new skills, and potentially discover new passions. But remember, a side hustle should ideally be something you enjoy, as it will require dedication and time outside of your regular work hours. It's not just about the money, it's about personal growth and satisfaction, too. Maria's story illustrates how a side hustle can be a fantastic way to boost your savings. Finally, let's look at Sam, a college student who managed to save by sticking to a strict budget. Sam, like many of us, had to juggle various financial obligations. However, he found a way to not only make ends meet, but to also save money. The secret to his financial success? A well-planned and disciplined budget. Sam started by getting a clear picture of his income and expenses. He meticulously tracked every dollar that came in and went out. This meant noting down his part-time job income, any scholarships, and even the occasional cash gift from his grandma. On the other side of the coin, he recorded all his expenses, from tuition fees and textbooks to groceries and weekend outings. Once Sam had a clear understanding of his income and expenses, he set about creating his budget. He divided his expenses into two categories: needs, which included essentials like rent, groceries, and utilities, and wants, which covered non-essential items like eating out and entertainment. With this setup, Sam was able to identify areas where he could cut back. He realized he was spending a chunk of his money on takeout food. So, he decided to cook at home more often, which not only saved him money, but also proved to be a healthier option. Then came the crucial part: setting savings goals. Sam decided he wanted to save a quarter of his income every month. It was ambitious, but doable. By sticking to his budget, he was able to meet this goal consistently. What's impressive about Sam's journey is his discipline. Budgeting isn't just about planning, it's about sticking to the plan. Sam managed to stay disciplined, even when faced with temptations like a new video game or a night out with friends. Sam's experience shows that a disciplined approach to budgeting can make a big difference in savings. And remember, every dollar saved is a dollar earned. So let's take a leaf out of Sam's book and start budgeting wisely. After all, financial freedom is not just about making money, it's about managing it well too. Now that we've explored these 5 case studies, it's clear that there are several effective strategies for saving money. Each of the individuals we've met today has shown us a unique approach to save, and all 5 strategies have proven to be successful. First, we met John, whose frugality taught us the value of mindful spending. His story reminded us that we can make substantial savings by simply reducing our non-essential expenses. This requires a conscious effort to differentiate between our needs and wants, and to prioritize the former. Next was Lisa, who introduced us to the concept of automating savings. By setting up automatic transfers from her checking account to her savings account, Lisa showed us how we can save money effortlessly. This strategy not only helps to save money consistently, but also helps to avoid the temptation of unnecessary spending. Then we learned from Alex about the power of investing. He demonstrated that with thoughtful investment, our money can grow exponentially over time. This approach requires some knowledge of the financial markets, but the potential returns make it a worthwhile endeavor. Maria, on the other hand, showed us how to turn our passions into profit through side hustles. Whether it's freelance writing, selling handmade crafts, or offering tutoring services, side hustles can provide an additional income stream that can significantly boost our savings. Finally, we heard from Sam about the importance of budgeting. His story emphasized that a well-planned budget can help us keep track of our income and expenses, avoid overspending, and ensure that a portion of our income goes into savings. Now, having learned from these 5 individuals, it's time for us to take action. The strategies they've shared with us are not just theoretical concepts. They're practical, real-world methods that anyone can implement. The key, however, lies in taking the first step. Sure, it might seem daunting at first, but remember, every journey begins with a single step. Whether it's cutting back on unnecessary expenses like John, setting up automatic savings like Lisa, investing wisely like Alex, starting a side hustle like Maria, or creating a budget like Sam, the important thing is to start. And let's not forget why we're doing this. Each dollar we save is not just a number, it's a step towards financial independence. It's the freedom to live life on our terms, without the constant worry of financial instability. It's the opportunity to create a secure future for ourselves and our loved ones. So let's not wait any longer. Let's take the lessons we've learned today and put them into action. Let's start our savings journey, and let's start it now. Remember, every dollar you save now is a step towards financial independence. So why wait? Start your savings journey today.